and stand shoulder to shoulder next to each other. We are going to the movies tonight. I hope that's okay. I'm going to be Steven Spielberg, and I'm going to create some good Christian drama tonight as we bring to life the story of the feeding of the 5,000 here. Now, you know how they make movies. They put little freeze frames together, and then they add some words. Now, think of the story of the feeding of the 5,000. Here you have an excellent example of how Jesus was serving people. There's 5,000 men on a hillside. That doesn't include the number of their wives and their children. All these masses of people, they've been there all day. They're hungry. They've been listening to Jesus talk. Here's the first picture I see in my mind that I'd like to recreate through Tony. It looks something like this. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And my gift isn't perceiving. I don't have great discernment, but I think Tony can handle this. All right, you ready, Tony? 6, 7, go. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. That's good. All right. Josie takes the second picture where we're going to add to Tony's picture. Now, that's a picture of the disciples running to Jesus and saying, oh, Jesus, there's all these people around. What are we going to do? You'll have to send them McDonald's because we don't have anything for them here. And Jesus says, oh, no, that won't be necessary. You feed them. You feed them. You feed them. You feed them. Ready?
You feed them.
Go! Go, Josie! Go, Josie! I didn't even ask for people with rhythm. Wait till I get to the music minister. All right? Karen is going to add the next piece of this story. Along comes a little boy, and he says, I'll give you what I have. And Jesus says, oh, no, we can't use that. No, Jesus says, I'll take that. I'll take that little bit that you have, and I'll make something of it. So the boy gives him 5 loaves, 2 fish, 5 loaves, 2 fish. Go, Karen.
2 fish.
I can't believe I found this much rhythm in a Baptist church. So what does Jesus do? Now, you're still thinking of bringing the Bible to life here, right? What does Jesus do with that? He blesses it to heaven, as Willie is going to demonstrate to us, something that looked like this. Amen. Aha, amen. Aha, amen. Aha. Aha, amen. Aha, amen. Aha. Good. Steve. Your reputation precedes you, my friend. Until today. Okay, the next picture is all these people being blessed by what God has provided for them through Jesus. They have so much left over, it's like a Thanksgiving feast. And they eat until they're full. There's so much left over, they collect up 12 basketfuls. And it's just like a Thanksgiving turkey. You know, you just had all that to eat, you feel stuffed. So you push yourself away from the table, and you go, you'll have to forgive me, but I thought it was only the kids. I just thought it was only the kids. And last but not least, Mary at the end of this, they pick up those basketfuls left over, 12 to be exact, when Jesus gives them the command, something like this. After waiting 3 beats, you have to chill out here, Mary. Yeah, be chill. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up now. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up. Go, Mary. Pick it up. Go, Mary. All right. This is going to be really good, I can tell. Really good. Okay, now here's what's going to happen. Now, what Steven Spielberg would do in the world is he'd take these little freeze frames together and he'd put them together to make a film. And that's what we're going to do, just so you can see in front of you the story of the feeding of the 5,000 brought to life. Now, I'm going to do a verse, and then I'm going to bring it over to Tony's frame. And he's going to do his thing for 4 times. And then he's going to stop, hopefully. And then we're going to turn it, I'm going to do another verse, and I'm going to turn it over to Josie. And Josie, you're going to do yours for 8. And after 4, Tony's going to join you for the last 4 so that both of you are doing it together for 4. And then after that, Karen. I'm going over to Karen after I do another verse. Karen, you'll do yours for 12. After 4, Josie, you join her for 8. And after 4 more, Tony, you join him for the last 4. So there's 3 of them, and this will go on and on It might have a little interruption here, but then it will go on and on till we get to the end. Amen. Already. Hey, yeah, that's right. Okay. Now, Glenn, this might get a little rowdy in here. So just be sensitive to the microphone picking me up on this. Okay. You provide the sound effects editing room, and all you have to do, as we start to tell you the story of the feeding of the 5,000, is stomp, stomp, clap. Ready? Oh, yeah. Are you ready for the story of the feeding of the 5,000? Here we go. Jesus taught the crowds till late one day. They were hanging on to every word he'd say, but the later it got, the sun grew hot. You could hear them murmuring in that spot. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Good! Peter, James, and John were quite distressed with the people getting hungry. It could be a big mess. We haven't any bread, they haven't been fed. You could hear them sigh when Jesus said,
You feed them, 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 you feed them.
Okay, the disciples started thinking they were all dead dudes. Jesus said to feed them, and they had no food but one little kid. This is what he did. He gave them his basket, and under his lid,
A loaf, 2 fish, 5 loaves, 2 fish, 5 loaves, 2 fish, 5 loaves, 2 fish.
I'm hungry. Good! Jesus took the fish and the loaves of bread, lifted it to heaven over top his head. The crowd stood still, standing on a hill, listening to Jesus say, Father, if you will. Then, amen, 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 amen. Hit it back, Tony. Okay, the disciples passed the food around in a ditch, and suddenly the air was filled with bread and fish. It was a miracle. Upon that hill, people there ate until they were filled. Get it to Kevin. Here comes Big Bad Tony. Oh. Okay, this is the end. My song is all done. Shows you that as Christians can have some fun, but the story is true. And when they were through, Jesus had them picking up basketfuls too. Wait, 1,